Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our previous class, we have been discussed about the outbreeding devices, which are those means declining, dicogamy, self-sterility, heterostyle, and hercogamy. And as I said here, which is one of the most important guarantee question for your exam, which may appear for either for 2 marks or 3 marks, or it may appear in the 5 marks question. So it is one of the most important guarantee question for your exam. Now today's class, let us discuss about the pole and pistil interaction. So this pole and pistil interaction also already they have been asked in the exam for 5 marks. So this question will also appear for your exam. So 1 or 2, 3 times it has been asked this question for 5 marks, which is one of the important question for 5 marks. So let us discuss this topic today in our class. So pole and pistil interaction. So you know very well here pollen means here it is a sex cell where it will be produced from the anther, and pistil is nothing but it is the female part of the plant, so which contains what it contains, stigma, style and ovary. Now after the pollination, how this pollen and pistil it will shows the interaction, let us discuss in this topic here. So the pollen grains of different plants deposit on the stigma of the flower by different agents through pollination process. So you have been already studied in your previous class what is the meaning of a pollination. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination. So another one time I will repeat it here. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination, and this pollination it will be held with the different agents. This pollination it will take place by different agents here, and that topic also we have been discussed in our previous class. The pollination it may be held with the help of the wind, it may be held with the help of the water, and it may be held with the help of the animals also. So in different flower it will take place in different manner. So with the help of these agents of the pollination it will be held here. So that time, so what it will take place, pole and pistil interaction it will be taken place. Now you know very well here. So suppose here example, so this is the stigma, so which is nothing but female part of the plant. This is the stigma, which is what here, it is the female part of the plant, stigma, style and ovary. Now you know very well, so in our nature we used to find the varieties of flowers are present, and all these flowers will be in a exposed in condition. Varieties of flowers are present, all the flowers will be exposed in condition. So different one plant's pollen grain may fall on the other plant stigma. So one species pollen grain it may go and fall on the another species of a stigma, or it may be go and fall on the same species of the stigma. So we can't predict that 100% this pollen grain will go and fall on that particular species stigma only, because it will be in an open in condition, we can't predict here. Then the pollen grain belonging to the same species, if it come and fall on this stigma, that time stigma it will accept that pollen grain, because here why it will accept means because this pollen grain it will belongs to my species, it will belongs to mine group. So that's why that time the stigma it will accept this pollen grain, because this stigma pollen grain it will belongs to their species. Suppose this pollen grain it is not belonging to the this species here, it will belonging to the some other species. That time stigma it will reject this one, because here this pollen grain will not belongs to my species. Another I will tell you example here. Suppose here this is a mango plant. This is a mango plant. This is a mango plant pollen grain. Suppose this mango plant pollen grain it will go and fall on the chili plant, or else here, so it may go and fall on the some other plant stigma here. So that time this plant is a which plant, or else this plant is a brinjal plant here. Assume that this is a mango flower, mango pollen grain. This is a mango pollen grain, and this stigma it is a brinjal stigma. Then the pollen grain, mango pollen grains it may go and fall on this stigma of this brinjal. That time this stigma it will not accept this pollen grain. Why? Because means it will belongs to it will not belongs to this species. So that time it will reject that pollen grains, and that condition we are calling it as a incompatibility. That condition what we are calling it as a incompatibility, rejection. Incompatibility means it will not match here. Incompatibility means it will reject, because here this pollen grain it is not belonging to this this species, brinjal species. Stigma it will belongs to the brinjal plant. Yes, pollen grain it will belongs to the mango plant. So that time the stigma it will reject this pollen grain, and further process it will not be held. Assume that suppose here this pollen grains belong to the brinjal plant only. same species, brinjal plant pollen grain it is present. So that time this stigma it will accept this pollen. Why? Because means this stigma is also belongs to the brinjal species only, and this pollen grain also belongs to the brinjal species only. So that time it will accept that, because you are belonging to my species only. So like that it will accept that one. That condition we are going to say compatibility. Compatibility means accepting, matching process it will be held, because both they belong, pollen grain and stigma, both they belongs to which species? Both they are belonging to the brinjal species only. So that time what happen here? Compatibility it will be taken place. What we are calling compatibility we are calling here. If it not belong to the same species means that time we are calling it as a incompatibility. It will not match. If it match means we are calling it as a compatibility. So like that in our nature, so in many pollen grains will go and fall on the different species here. It may go and fall on the same species also. That time stigma and pollen grains both they will match to each other. If both belonging to the same species means further what happen means that later process it will be held. If both they are not belonging to the, both they are belonging to the different species means that time incompatibility it will be taken place. The stigma it will reject to the pollen grain, and further what happen means pollen grains it will be remains there itself and it will get vanish here. So like that in our nature the process it will be held, and this condition we are calling it as a pollen pistil interaction. So this is the pollen and this is the pistil here. Pollen pistil interaction we are calling. So that's why here pollen grains of different plants deposit on the stigma of the flower by different agents during the pollination process, but all of them do not germinate on the stigmatic surface. So whichever the pollen grains it will falls on the stigma, 100% it will not get germinated on the what here? It will not get germinated on the stigma. So but all the pollen grains will not get germinated on this stigmatic surface here. Only who will germinate here? Only the compatible pollen grains which is accepted by the pistil. Only where the pistil to whom it will accept here, that pollen grains only it will get germinated. Later process it will be held here and promotes for the germination. That means here it will goes for germination, and that which pollen grain will not belongs to that species, that pollen grains it will shows the incompatibility. That means it will not match here. It will reject that pollen grains. The pistil reject the pollen grain and prevent the germination on the stigma. So due to that one the further process it will not be taken place. Now just now I said you here compatibility and incompatibility. So pollen and stigma both what they are doing here is they are doing the matching process here. They are showing the compatibility and incompatibility. Now question is how they will show this compatibility. So how they will go with this matching process. So let us discuss that one here. So pollen pistil interaction depends on what here means on the physical and chemical condition. So this pollen grain and this pistil interaction where they are going for the matching, whether they are belonging to the same species or they are not belonging to, they are belonging to the different species, that interaction it will depends on these two topics means it will depends on the physical and chemical condition here. So let us see which are the physical and chemical condition. So exine of the pollen grains is composed of chemical called sporopollenin, and the germ pore of pollen are filled with different enzymes, proteins and lipids, and the intestine consists of protein and polysaccharides. Just now as I said you here, so what here means pollen grains. In our previous class we have been studied the structure of the what here means pollen grains here. So this is the structure of the pollen grain. So this is the structure. So idea you know very well here, pollen grains it is what here means it is made up of what here means two layers here. Outer layer we are calling as a exine and inner layer we are calling as a intine we are calling here. Outer layer what we are calling? Outer layer we are calling as a exine and inner layer we are calling as a intine we are calling. Outer layer it is a spiny, it is irregular in condition it will present, whereas the inner surface it will be very smooth in condition. Now what I mean outer structure it is hard. Why it is hard? Means due to the presence of chemical called it as a sporopollenin. So this is important for your exam. Repeatedly many times they asked in the exam for 1 mark question here. So exine is made up of what they have been asked here. Exine is made up of what here? One of the hard chemical called it as a sporopollenin, and due to this sporopollenin it is preventing it is giving protection for the pollen grains against the enzymes, against the heat, against the water in all this kind of condition here. So who is preventing here? This sporopollenin it is preventing. So outer the enzyme, this is the spore structure here. So this pollen grain structure. So this pollen grain outer layer it is made up of which chemical here? Sporopollenin, and even they contain what they contain? Germ pore they contain here. So germ pore of this pollen grains. Where is the germ pore? This is the germ pore. pore. So here we can see the germ pore. So this germ pore, what they contain? They contains the what is different enzymes, proteins and lipids here. So what is germ pore? What they contains here? They contains the different enzymes. Germ pore, what they contains? Germ pore, they contain different enzymes, proteins and the lipids. So germ pore, what they contain? The germ pore, it is made up of what here? Enzyme, protein and lipids. Whereas the outer layer, it is made up of what here? It is made up of a sporopollenin. And wherever the germ pore are present, in that place what it contain? Enzyme, protein and lipid it contain here. Next, if you come to the intine here, intine consists of protein and polysaccharides. Whereas if you come to the intine layer, so in the same manner, so intine, which is the intine? This inner structure which is present, this is we are calling it as a intine. So this intine is also made up of what here? Protein and polysaccharides. Intine, what it is made up of here? Intine, it is made up of protein and polysaccharide. Intine, it is made up of protein and polysaccharide it is made up of. So due to this presence of these chemicals only, the pollen grains, it will match with that stigma, and with the help of this pollen grains only, what happen here is the compatibility, incompatibility it will be taken place. So these are the chemicals it will present in the pollen grains. In the pollen grains, in the germ pore, it contains enzymes, proteins and lipids, whereas inner surface which is present, smooth surface, it is present intine. So this intine, what it contains here is, it contains proteins and polysaccharide. Simultaneously, in the same manner, so stigma also made up of what here? Certain type of chemicals here. In the other hand, same manner, stigma possesses different proteins. Even the stigma, what it contains? It contains different type of proteins, carbohydrates, and even it also contains the lipids, protein, carbohydrates and lipids here. Due to presence of these chemicals only, so pollen grains, it will interact with each other and decides whether they are they will show the compatibility or incompatibility, whether they are belonging to the same species or other species. So three chemicals we have been discussed here. So in pollen grains also it contains the chemicals, in stigma surface also it contains the chemicals here. In pollen grains, in which places it contains? In intine it contains the which protein and polysaccharide, P4 protein, P4 polysaccharide, both are coming from the PP only. Both are coming from what? Both are coming from the PP only, protein and polysaccharide. Whereas in case of what here? Germ pore, it contains the different enzymes, proteins and even it contains the lipids. In the same manner, stigma, what it contains? It contains the proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. Due to these chemicals present in the stigma and even on the pollen grains, what happens is compatibility and incompatibility, it will be take place. Matching process, it will be take place. Now we know that how they will match each other. So we know here. Now next here, how after if suppose compatibility will take place, what happen? Let us see here. If compatibility take place means that time pollen grains, what it will do means it will start for germinating on the what here? On the stigma. So suppose here the pollen grains, it will belongs to that same species. Now pollen grains is belonging to the same species. Both they have been matched with the help of that chemicals here. If both they have been matched here, at that time what happen means germination process, it will be taken place. The pollen grain, it will start for forming this pollen tube. So from where the pollen tube, it will be arises here? Pollen tube, it will be arises from the germ pore. Remember this one here? Pollen tube, it will be arises from which place of the pollen grain? Pollen tube, it will be arises from germ pore. Germ pore of this pollen grain. So pollen grain where it is present, where the pollen germ pore, it will be present in the pollen grain. From that place only the pollen tube, it will be arises. From other parts of the pollen grain, the pollen tube, it will not be arises. Keep remember this one, it is important for your NEET exam. So pollen tube, it will be arises from which part of the pollen grains? They will ask. Answer is germ pore. So from the germ pore, pollen tube, it will be start for arising. And who is supporting this two means? This also keep remember. So in the pollen grains, the vegetative cells already have been studied in your previous class here. So vegetative cells and generative cells here. So through this vegetative cells which is present, this vegetative cells, it will support for the formation of a pollen tube. The vegetative cell which is present here, the vegetative cell support for the formation of the pollen tube. Understand? So inside this pollen grain, so what it contains, a vegetative cell it is present. This vegetative cell, it will helps for the arising of the growing of this what means pollen tube. And pollen tube, it will be from where it will be start for growing means it will be start for growing from this germ pore, it will be growing here. So like that. So finally pollen tube, it will be start for growing and finally it will reach us towards the ovary. And while this pollen grains it is arising here, this pollen tube also it will release us an enzyme. What you call that enzyme means, that enzyme name we are calling as a pectinase. What you call this enzyme name? This enzyme name is we are calling as a pectinase enzyme. See here, after the compatibility, pollen grains germinates on the ovary, the stigma to the pollen tube through germ pore. So the content of the pollen grain enters into the pollen tube. It grows through the tissues, the stigma, style and reaches to the ovary. The pollen tube secretes pectinase and other enzymes to develop the passage for the entry. So what they are telling him is, just now as I said you here, so as soon as the compatibility to take place from the pollen tube, the germ pore it will be, from the germ pore the pollen tube it will be start for arising, and inside that as the pollen tube it is arising, pectinase enzyme also it will be start for the formation of pectinase enzyme also it will be taken place. And what is the help of this enzyme here means, it will helps for the growing of this what here pectinase. It helps to take entry formation of this pollen tube, to take entry into this inside this pistil here, because the pollen tube it will be start for growing from the stigma, it will enters into the style and it has to reach towards the ovary. This is the style and this is the ovary. So like this it has to reach and finally it has to come towards the ovule. So that's who is helping him is pectinase, it is helping here. And which cell it is helping? Vegetative cell it is helping for the growing here along with the pectinase enzyme. Pectinase enzyme, what is the work here? It is helpful to secrete the pollen tube here and to pass into the what here, to pass through this which surface stigma style and reaches towards the ovary. So like that it will be taken place here. Next finally what happened here is, this pollen grains it will shed the two male gametes here. Pollen grains what it will do here, it will shed the two male gametes. Suppose here another diagram I will draw here. So this is the stigma and this is the ovary. So as the pollen grain it has been fall here, it has been start pollen tube it will be start for growing like this. And inside this pollen grain, inside this pollen tube, the pollen grain it will shed two male gametes. Which are these two? Which are the gametes here? These are the two male gametes. These are the two male gametes. And the pollen grains it will fall after the formation of pollen grains here. The compatibility incompatibility will take place. When the compatibility it will be held here, that time from the germ pore the pollen tube it will be start for growing. And who is supporting here for the formation of the pollen tube? Keep remember, it is important for your need. Vegetative cell it is supporting for the what here is formation of this pollen tube. And next here, even this pollen grain it will release as the two male gametes. These two male gametes it is releasing from which cells means, it is releasing from the generative cell. It is releasing from which cell? Generative cell. The two male gametes are released from which cell? The two male gametes are released from this generative cell. Two male gametes. Two male gametes who is releasing generative cell, and vegetative cell it is helping for the formation of the pollen tube. So and from which place the pollen tube it is arising? The pollen tube it is arising from this germ pore. Keep remember this concept here. So two male gametes it will get shed. So finally the pollen tube it will be start growing and in the same manner what happen is pollen male gametes will also reaches. Finally here what it will be there? Anatropous ovule will be present in this manner like this. Like this. So pollen tube it will be come here and reaches towards the what here means ovule in this manner. So here embryo sac will be present. So in this embryo sac what it contains? We will study it. So who will be present? Two synergic cells will be present. One egg will be present. One secondary nucleus will be present, and three synergic cells will be present. So in larger structure I will show you here like this. Three antipodal cells, secondary nucleus, 2 synergid cells, 1 egg. This is the egg. So finally the male gametes will be reaches here. Now the pollen tube, it will take entry from this what here, microphylla end. So this place we are calling it as a what here, microphylla end. This place we are calling it as a chalazal end. So this is a microphylla end. So pollen tube growth, finally it will reach us and it will take entry from this microphylla and it will take entry. So first male gamete, it will go and reach us to where here means first male gamete, it will reach us to the egg and convert into what? Convert into zygote. It will convert into what here? Convert into the zygote. So this pollen tube, so it will take entry by crossing through this what here means one of the synergid cells. So here 2 synergid cells will be there here. By passing through one of the synergid cells here, either this or this here, by passing through one of the synergid cells, by crossing through the filiform operators, because here filiform operators will also be present. So this is the filiform operators. Filiform operators, by crossing this filiform operators, by crossing through one of the synergid cell, so what happens means pollen tube, it will discharge the first male gamete, and this first male gamete, it will go and fuse with the egg and convert into the zygote, whereas the second male gamete which will be present here, it will go and fuse with this secondary nucleus. So which is this is the secondary nucleus. Secondary nucleus. So it will go and fuse with the second male gamete, go and fuse with the secondary nucleus and convert into the pen. That is primary endosperm. Primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm. Later this pen, it will convert into the endosperm, and whereas zygote, it will convert into what here? Zygote will convert into the embryo. So like this the process, it will be complete process, it will be held. So 2 synergid, 2 male gametes will be released. These 2 male gametes, it will be released from which cells here means from the generative cell which is present in this pollen grain, which will be present in this pollen grain. So inside the pollen grains, we have been studied that one is the vegetative cell, it will present, another one is the generative cell will be present. The generative cells which is present, it will release as the 2 male gametes. Normally 2 male gametes it will be released here, but in some plants here, instead of 2 cells here, so what happens is 3 cells it will get shed off here. So it is rare cases here. So in that case here, 2 male gamete and 1 we are calling it as a tube nucleus. In rare cases here, instead of shedding the 2 cells here, it will shed the 3 cells, it will shed here. In the 3 cells, 2 will be calling it as a male gamete, same process it will be held here. So when another one which is present, that is we are calling it as a tube nucleus, but this tube nucleus later it will get degenerate inside that pollen tube only. It will convert, it will degenerate to form a semi-fluid. It will convert into the semi-fluid and it will degenerate inside the pollen tube only. So who will remain here? Only these 2 male gametes will be really present here to go for the double fertilization. So one will fuse with the egg and another will fuse with the secondary nucleus. And as I said you here, so pollen tube growth, it will be take entry through this microphylar end here, just now as I shown you here. So pollen tube growth, it will take entry through this microphylar end here. If it take place through this microphylar end here means, then that condition we are calling it as a progamy. This is important here. Keep remember for your board also and even for your NEET also important question this is here. So if the pollen tube take entry through this microphylar end means, then that condition we are calling it as a progamy. In some cases here, normally it will take place through the microphylar end only here, but in some cases, in rare cases, what happens means, in some flowers, instead of taking entry through this microphylar end here, pollen tube it will take entry through this integument here. If it take entry through this integument means, then that condition we are calling it as a mesogamy. So like this here. If the pollen tube, in some cases, pollen tube it will take entry from this integument like this. It will take entry from this integument. So this is only we are called as integuments. Outer 2 layers, 2 integuments is present, outer and inner, where it will develop into the seed coat in later cases after the conversion of the seed. So in this ovule it will convert into the seed. This integument it will convert into the seed coat here. So like this, what happens is, in some cases, in rare cases, this pollen tube it will take entry into this through this integument condition. Then that condition we are calling it as a mesogamy. In some cases here, the pollen tube it will take entry from this chalazal region. So this is the chalazal. Then that condition we are calling as a chalazogamy. So like that here, there are the three cases of entering of the pollen tube. So maximally it will take entry through this microfilar end only. If it take entry from this microfilar means progamy. If it take place entry through the integument means we are calling as a mesogamy. If it take place through the chalazal end means we are calling as a chalazogamy. So finally what happen means right will take entry into this ovule and double fertilization it will be take place. So this condition we are calling as a pollen pistil interaction. Suppose in your exam if they ask the question define pollen pistil interaction, by they may be asked for a 2 marks or 3 mark question, then that time what we have to write here is the deposition of, from here you have to write the answer, the deposition of pollen grains on the stigma and on the stigma, then germination of the pollen on the stigma, growth of the pollen tube through the style and entry of the pollen tube into the ovule, all together referred as a pollen pistil interaction. Up to here you have to write the answer. If they ask the question define pollen pistil interaction for a 1 mark, they will not ask for 1 mark, for a 2 marks question if they ask means up to here you have to write this answer. This is the answer. So see here deposition of the pollen grains on the stigma. First stigma has to deposit the first pollen grains has to deposited on the stigma. So deposition of the pollen grains on the stigma. After deposition compatibility incompatibility it will be take place. Then compatibility will take place means then germination of the pollen on the stigma. When it will get matched here compatibility it will take place here means that time what happens germination will be take place. Germination means arising of this pollen tube. From which place the pollen tube it will be arises? So it will be arises from your germ pore. It will be arises from which place? Germ pore it will be arises. And who is helping here? Vegetative cell it is helping here. Next what happen here means germination of the stigma is finished here, then growth of the pollen tube through the style, then growth of this pollen tube where means through this style. Which is the style? This is we are calling it as a style. Then say through the style the pollen tube it will be start for growing, and later entry of the pollen tube into the ovule, and entry of the what he means entry of the pollen tube into this ovule. Pollen tube it is taking entry through into this ovule. Up to this process all together we are calling it as a pollen pistil interaction, and entry it may be in 3 cases here. It may take entry through this microfilar. In rare cases it will take place through integuments. In case of rare cases this is also through the chalaza. If it through the chalaza means the name itself it will show chalazogamy. Integuments means we are calling it as a mesogamy. If from microfilar means we are calling it as a progamy. So this condition we are calling it as a pollen pistil interaction. Already 3 times they have been asked this question in the previous exams here. So for the 5 marks question they explain the pollen pistil interaction. So this question it has been asked, which is one of the asked question for your exam. If they ask means up to here you have to write. If for 2 marks question if they ask means define pollen pistil means from here to here you have to write the answer. If they ask for 5 marks means complete as a start here from pollen pistil interaction. So completely you have to write full. So 2 generative 2 cells will be present, which will usually 2 male gametes will be releases, but in rare cases 3 male gametes will be releases here. Then the 3 if they shed here means 2 male gametes will be present, 1 tube nucleus will be present, but later that tube nucleus it will get degenerated inside the tube nucleus only. And you have to keep remember which are the chemicals are present. So in the pollen grains in the where it will be present in the pollen grains in the intine it will be present protein and polysaccharides, whereas in the germ pore it present enzyme, protein and lipids, whereas in case of stigma it contains the carbohydrates, proteins and lipids it is present, and even in the pollen tube we will find another one example it as a pectinase. So this much you have to keep remember. So we'll stop here. Next topic we'll discuss in our next class.